Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. So today is a little bit different video than what I've been doing, and as you'll immediately recognize if you've been watching the channel. So kind of what happened this week is my plan had been to finish up our Viking sacks, the wrought iron and Damascus or pattern welded steel blade that we started several weeks ago. And right at the beginning of the week, it became immediately apparent that I was not going to have time to even touch that this week. So reason for that is working hard to get some orders out, as always, but I did that. And then I decided to run a Black Friday sale on my website. So I got a nice little selection of some nice user knives up there, and I worked on that. So that pretty much filled up the week, and since that was only half the week, you know, Thanksgiving being on Thursday, yeah, that's all I had time for. So hopefully next week we will finish. That's the plan, is to finish the sacks up next week, which should not be a problem. So that's great. But today, yeah, kind of a Thanksgiving special, I guess. We'll go in the house here. I'll show you a little bit what I got going on for Thanksgiving dinner. Got the works going on in there. You know, house is busy and stuff already. So before that, though, I want to talk to you about the latest forge that I built. Kind of cool. Excited about that. Talk to you a little bit about the sponsor on the channel here, and then just I don't know, just kind of chat about shop stuff a little bit. So it's kind of fun to do that sometimes. Yeah, moving to Texas. Little side note. So it is full sunshine, blue skies outside. It is just a beautiful day, and I'm out here in my short sleeves. It's cool, but it's like perfect weather for, you know, if you're out here forging or whatever, working. Very different from where we moved from in Idaho, where I'm sure they probably still have snow on the ground right now, and it's in the, you know, in the 30s. So a little weird, but we're definitely enjoying the sunshine, and it does help with staying productive in the shop without having some kind of heating system. So let me show you the forge that I built here. So this is the third forge that I built, and it's kind of been a progression in understanding good forge design and stuff like that. This one is built of soft fire brick like the last one, but unlike the last one, it is encased in 14 gauge steel, so that's 5 thousandths thicker than 1/8 of an inch steel. Just mild steel, obviously. And that really protects the soft brick. What you have going on with the forge, obviously, is you got the expansion and contraction every time you run it, every time you heat it up, and that means your fire bricks are going to crack eventually, basically regardless. But if the bricks are contained and held tightly together, a few cracks really is not a big deal, and the forge functions just fine. So that's what this does. Is this the best way to do it? I don't know, but I used pieces of 3/4 angle iron, tabs basically, welded them on the places that I wanted to have it secure. In the front and back, they'll slide up and out because it's not welded on the front here. And that allows me on some level to replace the bricks when I need to, reline the forge. Something that I'll probably have to do when I eventually do reline the forge is make some kind of attachment system on the top here. This is solid right here, but I don't think I'm necessarily going to be able to get the bricks out without taking the top off as well. So I have a couple ideas with that, just like some bolts, like 4 bolts and some you know, nuts or whatever welded onto the side. So I don't think that'll be that big of a deal. But anyway, the way this is working so far is really great. I used the burner off of my old forge. I'll show you that here. And I did a video on building this forge on my YouTube channel, and it works pretty good. It works pretty good. This one works even better. I don't know exactly what it is about the burner system, but it works so nicely on this one. In fact, I'll fire it up for you real quick here, if I can find a lighter. So that's at 5 psi. This forge runs better than this one did. You can run down at 5 psi and it just runs smoothly. There's something about this burner setup, like I said. It's just the same burner I had on this one, which is the Frosty T, and then these are 2 3/4, 2.5 inch bricks right here. So the main difference with this forge is that it's made out of 2.5 inch bricks, and they are milled. They're milled flat, so that they're square, and it's much easier to work with. These ones are 3 inch thick bricks, but the problem is they have the draft on them, like a slight angle to them that they do when they cast them, so they can get them out of the mold, and that means they're kind of lopsided, and so I wouldn't be able to make a nice clean case like this with these bricks. And so that's something to think about and check when you go to buy your bricks. You know, so anyway, the 2.5 inch is plenty thick for insulation. Makes a very efficient forge. So yeah, this just runs great. What I did on the top here, so this is 3/4 inch pipe, so 3/4 inches on the inside, and I drilled a 1 inch hole, had a 1 inch drill bit, drilled straight through the 14 gauge steel down into the fire brick, and then once I did that, I put the drill bit all the way through and then carefully rotated it a little bit like this, so that I've got a bit of a cone shape in there, which really helps. That's the flare essentially on this burner, and I think that really helped make this burner run really nicely. And so the opening right at the inside of the forge is like 1.5 inches, and then the hole up the top is 1 inch. So it's working really great. I have no doubt that it will forge weld even better than this one did, which I've done a lot of forge welding with this one. And it's just the perfect size for probably 90% of what I do in my shop, bladesmithing. You don't need a big forge to forge a blade. You don't even need a big forge to forge a big blade. Where you run into issues is if you're trying to heat treat a big blade, getting the whole length of it hot. This wouldn't work so well for that, but everything else, it works fabulously. So anyway, that's just some notes on my latest forge build, and I'm still thinking about like better ways to do this, and you know, so that it can be relined easily and stuff like that. But in the meantime, I'm really happy with it. There it is, new forge. You'll see it in future videos, I'm sure. So what else is new? So I mentioned a sponsor. I just want to talk about that real quick because it's about tools that you need to make knives. And Abrasives. So this is the brand that I had been using, the best one that I had found so far, and had used it for quite some time. It's a 40 grit. And let me see if I can get it a little closer here. But you can see the pretty fine grit. The difference is look at how flexible that backing is. This is Empire Abrasives. So this is also 40 grit, however it's mostly used up. It still has grit on there that you can cut with though, but look at how stiff the backing is on that. And then look at the bonding inside here. I don't know if you can see that, but it is much deeper, much thicker to hold those abrasives in there. They just last longer. That's all I can say. Like I say, I've used a lot of different belts, and the way these cut, the way Empire Abrasives cut and last, and then the super heavy backing on them, they're the best ones I've tried so far that I've found. Like I say, this other one, this is a good belt too, but it's not as good as these. I've been using them since. So if you go to their website, go to the video description, click on the link. That's my affiliate link. That helps the channel out. And if you purchase from them, use the code FIRECREEK and you'll get 10% off, and that helps the channel out too here, so I appreciate that. If you are shopping Black Friday though, they have a different code for even more off, so go to their website and use that, but just click the link below and that'll take you there in the video description. So just wanted to touch on that because oh, and I'm talking to them to see if they can get if we can get some more variety for like soft backing belts and stuff like that for finishing, because that's something that as a bladesmith and knife maker, you know, obviously me and you guys use a lot of. So I'm gonna see if I can work with them on that and get that in there too. So it's more like a one-stop shop for everything. So there's that. I don't know, let's switch to Thanksgiving stuff. So what am I thankful for? I'm a lot of things. Honestly, I mean, let's start with the macro level. You know, this has been a really crazy year in America, around the world, but in America, and specifically in a lot of ways. Despite that, we are very blessed. If you're watching from America, we're very blessed to be able to live here, to live here and work here and stuff. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for my wife, my family. There's, you know, when I'm dead and gone, you know, all the knives that I've made are eventually going to rust away and be gone, you know, 500 years from now or 100 years from now or whatever. You know, people probably won't even know, you know, who I was. But my children, my children's children, and their children, and so forth, that's who's going to be around. You know, that's my legacy at the end of the day. And so I have to remember that, you know, out here in the shop working a lot, paying the bills, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, my legacy is not my bladesmithing or anything like that. So it's good to remember that. So I'm thankful for my family, my wife and my children. I'm really thankful for the place here that God provided here in Texas, and the situation here. It's been really good for our family so far, and it's just, you know, we're continuing to grow. It's been good. I'm really thankful for how this channel's worked out, and you guys watching. We're almost up to 10,000 subscribers, which of course means a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Don't worry, I've already thought of that, and I've already got what I'm going to do lined out. I don't think I want to give it away yet though, but we'll be giving away a neat blade. Let's put it that way. So we'll work on that, but that's cool, and I'm thankful for the ability to do something I love, make a living, and all, you know, everybody who's purchased a knife and has supported that way. So I have a lot to be thankful for. I guess that's it. No, I don't know if you watched the last couple of videos on 52-100 steel. So I have kind of this. I have like this goal where I want to find like a couple of the best alloys, you know, for bladesmithing that I can, and really learn those and make some, you know, just make the best knives that I can make. Which I do that now, but it's like finding that. It's almost like finding that perfect alloy. There isn't a perfect alloy out there. There's not a perfect steel, but if I can find the best one for what I do, and really get to know the ins and outs, and just really stick with that, I think there's something to be said for that. I think there's some benefits to that. So I'm kind of kicking around the idea of I've got to do some more research and testing in my own shop, you know, learning on 52-100. But I'm excited about the prospects of using that for at least all of my smaller to medium blades, because it is, you know, it is a good tough steel with great edge retention capabilities, and I just need to be confident that I have the process dialed in my shop before I make that switch. But that's still something that's kind of in the works, and something I'm excited about. So I thought I'd mention that, because, you know, if you're like me at all and you like to geek out on, you know, metallurgy and blade steel and stuff, then you'll get it. But anyway, that's kind of it. That's kind of what I wanted to show you for the shop, I guess. And I just really appreciate you guys being here. There's so much cool stuff that I have in mind coming up, and we've been able to do some of it, but there's more, and I just appreciate you guys being here and sticking around. So let's go inside and see what we got going on for the Thanksgiving dinner.
Hi, Grizz. What are you doing, Grizz? Oh, hi, Tank. It's our new Mastiff puppy.
So here's our turkey. It's just a regular turkey. Hey, babe, there's the beautiful woman of the house.
Hi.
And I'm doing stuffing, you know, celery, got the chicken stock, everything. This is just the turkey stuff here that I gotta get going here. Sarah's already made her green bean casserole that I can't show you because it's in there, but it's good. We're gonna have, you know, squash, potatoes. We got a menu. We actually have a menu We're having some friends over for dinner. What do we got going on here? Turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, dinner rolls, squash, green bean casserole, yams. That's just the main dishes here.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Did I say that? Mashed potatoes and gravy?
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs, I guess we're doing that too. Yeah, cranberries, olives, pickles. Yeah, we've got some pie. This is an old Damascus Santoku. It's been in the kitchen for a while. And it's all patinaed up, but works great. Okay, so I got the ingredients chopped up for the stuffing. I gotta get this bird washed up here and get it stuffed. We use a turkey bag. Seems to be the easiest, quickest way to get a nice moist turkey that doesn't take super long to cook, so that's what we like to do. I'm not sure about cooking stuff in plastic, but once a year shouldn't give you cancer, right? Anyway, in the shop though, it was a pretty short list of what I'm thankful for, and I would be remiss if I didn't be sure to mention, extended family, grandparents, parents, grandparents, friends, close friends and stuff, who I'm very thankful for how they've helped us out and supported us over the years, and so I would be remiss if I didn't be sure to mention that. Hopefully you guys have family to spend time with and things aren't too crazy wherever you're at, but I appreciate you guys watching. We're going to get into this and I'm going to start cooking. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. As always, we will see you on the next video. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, here's our cinnamon pine cones.
I have room for the rest of the stuffing in here.